Sup shitters, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SB Reviews, where today we're going to be checking out a track from an artist named Qjeztic, and this is titled Pieces. So without further ado, we're going to switch over to here. We're going to listen to Pieces by Qjeztic, and we're going to hear what we think on Music Bee. That's a really interesting melody they've got going on there with those arpeggios. But it's like lots of layers going on. It does sound like it's surrounding you, and it's a nice entrance to a track. We got those very familiar kind of hip-hop trap drums coming in. A little bit of modulation on those vocals. Damn, man, the mastering these days, that's very loud. It's very prominent in the mix, but I do dig it. I think that it's welcome. It's nice that you can hear his vocals that clearly amongst all kind of the 808 kicks and all that. 808 bass, I mean. In fact, actually, I do kind of, I kind of like how the 808 has become more and more common. It's nice to have a kick that's a bit more melodic and a bit less kind of just dum. And it's kind of, you can do more with it nowadays. Okay, so I'm assuming that's the hook, right? Oh shit. We were vibing, we were stable. The old you was love. I look at you now, I don't even know you. Oh, okay. So we're talking about a relationship that's slowly gone south. And she's kind of like, who are you even more? Are you the person I loved, or are you just a complete stranger? I'm loving how melodically she's sort of communicating. I love the way she raps. I love how it's very colorful and very energetic, yet it's also somber and sort of mature. I really try my best with you. I chose you every day until you said some things that I thought you meant. You can't take it back, so you get high instead. Fuck, I try to get to you, I try to understand. So talk to me, baby, put the smoke down. Let's make a vivid memory instead of a nightmare. Hold on a million times, but only if you're right. She's got a gorgeous voice, hey, but like it belies her talent as a rapper. You know, there is that really sort of sweetness in the tone of her voice, but also what she's talking about is incredibly important. And you can tell she's not really messing around. I'm wondering if like the male vocals are from the guy's perspective in this situation. Alright, nice. Excellent. Well done. No, this is a fairly solid single. I dig it. Kind of nice with them rolling through the triplet arpeggios at that point at the end. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with how Qjeztic has done with Pieces. I think it's a really solid, complete introduction to sort of, you know, her style of music. The way she raps is pretty spot on. You know, she was never out of time with the drums. You know, she kept pitch really well, you know, because it was a very sort of, she wasn't monotonous with it. She did try and sort of cooperate with the rest of the harmonic instruments in there, and in that sort of arpeggiated melody, that was the main focal point, the main theme of the song. It was it was a nice sort of collected effort from everyone involved. And I think the story told about her gradually, you know, there being fire at the beginning and there being distance and sort of things distorting over time and maybe things being said that shouldn't have been said. I think this is easy to understand for most people. A lot of people got to relate to it by virtue of that and the story being pretty well communicated. And I kind of want to listen to more of her simply not just because of the way she raps, but also that the tone and the intensity was not such that I felt like it was being shoved down my throat. it was actually a really pleasant experience. I think that the brightness and the lucidity of the arpeggiated kind of bum 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 kind of murmured kind of sort of instruments kind of went well with the thud of the 808, which kind of kept the groove going in those hi-hats. And although there weren't a lot of different instruments in the mix and as a whole, and although the main musical sort of theme that was presented at the start continued throughout and was basically the foundation for the two vocalists to kind of say what they needed to say, it never got boring. It was a very loving, caring experience that I think underlined the fact that, Qjeztic really wanted to sort of repair things and just wasn't sure what the hell was going on. And there's a sort of bittersweet sort of nature to that in life. Sometimes you don't know what is wrong until it's too late. But from what I understood of this, hopefully they managed to figure stuff out. If this is like a story that's personal to Qjeztic. If the limiter had been put down any further on that, like you could tell that they were really riding that brick wall in the mastering chain. But it was done well enough that the 808 sidechained and it was professional. They got someone to do that sort of studio stage of things that really knew the genre well and was able to carry it effectively and in a way that was genuine. And I think sometimes these headphones I'm wearing have a bit of a sort of a bass resonance that maybe doesn't need to be there. So I'm sure it'd probably be a different experience if I was wearing my like mastering headphones. I'm sure this song would be banging if you had like a car with some subs and stuff like that. I'm sure that'd be a hell of a ride. But yeah, really well done in general. I've got no complaints about how this was put together, and I would like to listen to more of Qjeztic in future, as they've shown me a really good first impression. But thank you very much for watching this review of Qjeztic's pieces. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please do check out Qjeztic's various social medias. I'm sure they've also got a Spotify and SoundCloud and all that. They are at the level where they sound like they've been doing this for quite a while. Both singer vocalists were incredibly polished in their vocal performances. So I'm sure they've both got some sort of clout in the game. I'm sure they've been getting their stuff put out. If they haven't, I really hope they are able to do more, put more material out. Because it'd be cool to hear what these guys could do if they had like a chance to do an EP or an album. I'd love to check that out, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. Please do remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. I'll catch you in the next review. All right, and just before I go any further, I know this is kind of a weird place to say this, the length of the song was pretty much perfect. It was pretty much exactly where it needed to be. Occasionally it can be kind of a shame when you have a 2-minute piece and there's like one verse, and they've just really kind of half-assed it, where they have like, I don't know, they'll have some talk, they have the hook at the start, they have the verse, and then it'll be like 16 bars or maybe 16 bars depending on the tempo. And then it'll just be 40 seconds of instrumental. I'm really thankful for the fact that these guys were able to sort of portion out the intro and the outro in a way that made it seem even. So that you had that instrumental stuff to kind of shelter the vocal parts, but the vocal parts held their own and had presence, and it didn't seem like they just kind of got a bit lazy at the end. But stay cool. See you later, and spider hands up.